I just want to bear my mind on this things. See, we cannot call the killings that are happening today farmer header clashes. It's past that level long time ago. It is clear to all of us that the killing, kidnapping of school children, of travelers demanding for massive ransoms have nothing to do with farmers in this case. These people are not even clashing. They are terrorizing. They come with guns, they kill, they massacre, they machete, they behead, and the cycle continues. And every time this thing happens, I always follow the news to see how much of attention it gets. And surprisingly and very shockingly to me, it doesn't get a lot of attention. They can be reported on the first, second, and third day, and then it's gone. Let's take, for example, the Oyo school children that are kidnapped. Till today, they are still in captivity. I read the headline news from yesterday for most of the major newspaper headlines. I didn't see any serious thing about those people that are still in captivity till today. So, and this is the crazy thing. Once you are kidnapped by these people, there is a high chance that the only way you are going to come out alive is by ransom. And in some cases, government pays the ransom. But the truth of the matter right now is that nobody is trying to end this scourge. We are dying uh, endlessly in our numbers. And all what government cares to do is once they pay the ransom and bring out these people, these guys are motivated to do more. In fact, why they are expanding their territories down south is because they've done all the worst they can do in the north. And so they are coming down south, and it's shocking to us now. And very soon, the fact that it's not happening in your state has nothing to do. This terrorism, we have to speak against it because all the forests are connected. In most of Nigeria, everywhere is bush, and these people control the bushes. So my main reason for making this video is first of all for us to know that we are at war. We are at war that unfortunately peace cannot solve. Why? Because the enemy have grown very, very strong, very powerful, very lethal, and we've sponsored it. How did we sponsor it? First of all, the failure of government. I don't understand for the love of me that in Nigeria, somebody is beheaded in the bush by marauding gunmen. Until today, there is no law banning the movement of people in our bushes. I cannot understand that. I cannot understand that almost every day people come out from the bush, attack people, and go back to the bushes. Until today, there is no law in Nigeria saying that people cannot drive bikes in the bush. Nothing. We still have people residing in our forests calmly with no aggressive law against them. And these people are ready for the next attack. Secondly, like I said, once you are kidnapped, once you are in the kidnappers' den, the only way you are going to get out is by paying ransom. Sometimes the government hands are tied and they have to pay this ransom. But what happens after the ransom is paid? Government don't track the money. Government don't chase these people. The Kwara people were released. I don't think they were released. I thought when this attack happened in Kwara earlier this year or sometime last year, I knew that definitely ransom was being paid. Not long after Kwara release, now we have Oyo State. Another ransom will be paid. What's the solution? I've said this in my previous video that Nigeria is not sustainable the way we are structured. It's not. The only way this country can move forward is that we break the way we are structured. There is no way central police, central army can defeat these terrorists. We are just giving them more time to get stronger. And if you're in Nigeria, expecting that the federal government will protect you or your community or your loved ones when this attack happens, that is a very far-fetched idea. From experience, it does not happen. Now, it does not happen because, first of all, we don't have the willpower and the manpower. Nigeria is divided very strongly along religious and uh, ethnic lines. And because of that, we cannot control a single security apparatus. It's not going to work. We must first decentralize our security forces, and we must also allow states to protect themselves. This is at the brink of turning this nation into a failed state. Very soon, I've said it months before that, the North is basically surrounded. In many parts of the North, these people live freely. For us in the South, it's beginning to become a reality that they are going to soon take over most of our communities. And it is left for us to begin to speak out against this. Many people don't always talk about beheadings, kidnappings, ransom takings, especially when Fulani people do it. sometimes because they are affiliated to them religiously, sometimes because they are affiliated to them ethnically. So it's always an us versus them thing. But and I don't blame people because there is nothing that joins Nigerian people together with a shared value or identity. But if we are going to try and navigate this problem, this particular challenge, we must do it decentralizing our security apparatus. We must allow communities, we must allow people to fight, and we must also focus on chasing these people out of our forests. We must criminalize moving around with cattle right now. We must criminalize living in the bush without any form of documentation. Nobody does that in anywhere in the world except you are invading, marauding terrorists. And I just want to make this video because we must keep speaking about these things. We must find a way, government must find a way to quickly ensure that security of life and property is the number one duty of government. Before welfare, if people are dead, then you cannot provide welfare to us. And so uh, I hope that the state police comes sooner. I hope that regional police comes soon. I hope that we are able to protect ourselves. I hope that the government sees that this security threat is much more dangerous than any other threat we have right now in Nigeria for us to have a future in Nigeria. Our villages, our communities, our highways cannot be held ransom in this country by a group of young marauding terrorists, except the government purposely don't want to do anything about it. And that's how it's looking at. Look, and that's how it's looking like to me. I think I'm beginning to talk too much. I hope we get our acts right for the sake of our children and our children's children. I hope that this country works.